Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I'm going to take a hit today. Why? Because I'm going to talk about you. It's Botkin time, and somebody going to get offended. Don't care. I'm just telling the truth. You know how I do. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you want to be a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. Brave free your goals to know thyself. Let's you see where I'm going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Perfect. Yeah, that's what I do. You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my yacht be true. Right thinkers, P-Funk's philosophy. This is a PSA. Again, this is for audio, not personal, okay? But it's a subliminal message to all of you on our youth biggest problem. Lack of discipline and truth at home. Uh-oh. Scooby-Doo. Uh-oh. Oh, you done hit a nerve. You talking about telling people how to raise their kid. No, I'm telling you what you need to be doing to raise your children. Because obviously it ain't working the way you're doing, because we wouldn't be having this conversation if it wasn't. I'm only speaking from what I'm observing. That's what I do for you. All right, here we go. I ain't going to get the brownie points for this one. If more parents, young, old, black, white, rich, poor, don't make a difference. This is universal. That's what I said, public service announcement. It would what? Do a parent's job. As a parent, your job is to discipline your child. That ain't someone else's job. That's your job as the parent, mother or father. And I got this nonsense about the single parent, so the mother got to be the father and the mother. But I don't give a damn. Discipline still got to be involved. And don't forget the truth. You need to get the truth and discipline your damn children at home. Yeah, that's what I'm hitting in the breadbasket. At home. That's the truth. Bow. Don't like to hear that. I don't give a damn. It's annoyance. Why? If I had wild children, if my kids off the hook, I could make that statement. My kids are disciplined, trained, and well mannered. I did that as a parent. That was my job. And I was a single parent also. So women, don't throw that crap in my face. Please, I ain't the one for that. I'm speaking general across the board. Mother can discipline a child. My mother was just as disciplinary as my father would ever be. Why? Because she did it for the right reasons. He was on the ego trip. Big difference. When I was parenting, discipline was a must. I had zero tolerance for bullshit and nonsense. My son will tell you that. In third grade, we had that problem. We took care of them. We had that problem since. Why? I put the foot down right at his butt. We ain't doing this. We ain't having this. He got the message. He been, and that was, I say, I'm in third grade. Mm-hmm. At that point, he been right as rain. Why? If I don't discipline him, I can't guarantee. I can't. I told him I'm doing this for you, my man, and he appreciated that. But what? But then he didn't understand. Neither did I. I got the same treatment. I did the same thing he did to me when I messed up, and he tore my ass anew for playing hooky and running around them girls showing I'm not going to school. Okay, I had to pay for that. I learned a lesson. When I got back to school, the next grade semester, I was on the damn honor roll. Big difference when you implement discipline and truth. and hold them accountable. I didn't go outside for a whole season. That's like 90 days or 3 months. Yeah, punishment. Who does that now? Who punishes their kids for playing hooky from school for 3 months? Whoop their ass to. Come on, you can't do that now. So we don't have no kind of, we ain't built for that like that no more, first of all. But that's how serious discipline was in my household. And I took it to the next level with my son. I didn't play that nonsense we had one time. That was it. Okay. I went to prison one time. Okay. A lot of things that I let happen one time. What I learned from them, that's called life lessons. Okay, excuse me. Let me get back to that. I done went off on a tangent. See why? If I don't have no structure, I'd be just keep going. Children, again, have to be disciplined, instructed, where at home, not in the damn street, not in the school, not out and about shopping. That ain't when you discipline the damn kids. Oh, I'm just, it's a few things I get really passionate about. And when it comes to raising children and being a parent, that's one that I'm adamant about. Why? I am one. Sorry. Nothing is more beautiful and refreshing to see a well-disciplined child conduct themselves. Just doing, I just sit back, I just love seeing kids do that at church. I have yet to check any one of them kids. I love the fact that they conduct themselves in church. Obviously, they're being taught at home. See where I'm going with this one? Okay. If you teach them, there we go, the truth at home, hold them disciplined, and hold them accountable to what? Do the right thing early in life. Guess what? That routine of acquiescing to situations, whatever they say do, you do. Sit the judge, upright, fold your hand. That's what you do. Shut up. That's what you do. Do this. You do what you're told. Follow the orders, and you'll be fine. I said, my son, if you don't know how to follow the laws and the rules in school right now, you're going to break the law as an adult, and they go to jail. Okay? I was adamant about my son not going to jail. I didn't want my son to experience that part of life. So I steered him the other way. No, this way. No, this way. Okay? That's discipline. And when you invoke it, it's a beautiful thing when it comes out on the other end. And it will, if you do it. If you don't, it won't come out. You can't say, I'm going to get disciplined out of it without putting it in. So I'm there. I gave my son, Fathead, the name Fathead, because ever since we was able to communicate, he always had his own understanding of who he was and what he wanted to do with himself. I just played the game with him. Went on whatever he was doing. I'm encouraging it. Whatever, my man, whatever you want to do, the world is yours. I'm just helping you out. And that's how I've been. I was a fan of my son all his life and will always be all his life. That's what parents do. I thought. I know my mom's still my biggest fan. If he was here, he's still my biggest fan. That's what parents do. Okay? Now I have 3 grandsons. Woo-wee. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Why? I would be here for hours. Okay, you have no idea. That's a whole nother world for me. And they are living images of my son, which is their father. I see him, or 3 of them. I see me and him, okay? But I only have 1. I said, my man, you done did me way better. No, my man, it ain't a gesture. I'm telling you, my respect for you, what you're doing as a man. You got 3 of these things. I only had you. My job was easy. You made that job easy for me. But, dude, you doing a hell of a job. You got 3 of these damn things. I keep looking at this and say, I don't know how he do it. He's doing his thing. Again, through the discipline at an early age, hold him accountable to do and be, and he know where he need to be. And he's doing just that. And he got 3 young men that he's doing the team for him. How about that? But when truth is taught and discipline is implemented, it is the most beautiful thing you can give a child. Why? Because it sets them on the right path. That's why showing them a whole bunch of nonsense, introducing a whole bunch of adult bull crap don't help them one bit. They grow too fast. They don't know nothing about being a child. Let them be a child. Innocence. Let that go out of them. Don't you take it out of them. Okay? Here we go right here. Before I start there. Excuse me. Yeah. When you give your child the things that they need and they grow in the right way, that's the beauty of being a parent. That's the beauty of being a parent, watching your child grow. The life lessons that I gave to my son was me just being the dad I wish I had. Everything I wanted from my dad, I became to my son. Feel me? That I didn't hold him accountable to be nothing other than who he was. I dealt with that. I ain't got a problem with that. But when it's my turn, I tweaked a few things. I don't plagiarize nobody. I don't copy nothing. Okay, I take it and make it mine. I'm not doing the same. No, I ain't that dude. Okay, I know who I am. I'm practiced. If I got something from you, I'll make it mine. Don't worry. And I also have some fancy. Okay, I have some family. Now this one hard on discipline. I got some family who, for generations, have been undisciplined and very out of control for generations. Okay, love them, but they ain't have a clue. And it starts at home. Again, you don't get that out in the street, so if it ain't there, it ain't there. And I love them, but it ain't there. So my point again of emphasis is discipline in the household is a must in any household. That along with what? Knowledge of self. Teach them how to be their best self. Don't follow the crowd. Don't get caught up in what everybody else is doing. All that nonsense. I try to teach my son to be an individual, be yourself. And that's before I got enlightened. I had that knowledge back then. I wouldn't know. No, I was just teaching my son, don't go that way. Right. I taught that route. That ain't the right way to go. That drugs and all, we ain't going that route. I did that for you. Let's go this way. Try that. Work for him. Okay. I taught my son to be what? Know himself before I got just himself being an individual. Don't get caught up and be swayed by the glamour and the glitz of the money, the flash, all that nonsense. No. Don't get caught up with that. So to be yourself. And so not to be led astray. When you're your own person, you, anybody lead me the wrong way. If I don't do go-go bars, I don't do strip club, you ain't gonna get me to go to strip club or go-go bar. I don't give a damn who you are. You gonna twist my arm? That's what. No, my man, that ain't happening that way. So I'm saying nobody can make you do something you don't want to do. That's my point. Women, same thing. My daughters, I tell her, respect yourself. Why? Make them respect you. If you don't respect yourself, they won't either. That's my only advice to women. All right. I was what I call on hands dad. Whatever my son was into, so was I. Okay, supporting, and make sure he got the backing. Right now, his son's playing basketball on schedule, a whole bunch of accolades, a whole bunch of everything. And he could be easily ego tripping. He just is meek and humble. That's the son that I raised, and that's the son that he raised. My son was an automatic athlete. He didn't walk around like, hell, I wasn't an automatic athlete, but I walked around like it was all about me. So I tried to tune that down, but it's cool. But I have always, what? I've always bragged about my son, okay? Why? Because I taught him self-discipline and to do the right thing. And everybody, he was young, who would love to watch him. Why? He was a good kid. And everybody said the same thing. He's so well-mannered. Thank you. But that's him showing them how he is. That's me implementing that. And when I ain't around, it still do what it got to do. Perfect example. But when you discipline them, early in life, you ain't got to wear them out, beat their ass, put a little on their little leg. What? That's how young he was. Tap on the leg would get his attention. No, don't do that. When my son was a little baby, started to walk, learn how to walk, my mother had bric-a-brac, they call it stuff, little figurines all over the place. He had a little way to walk around there. That's discipline. No, no, So he became comfortable with that. And when you teach them that early, it becomes routine. You ain't got to teach them no more. They're going to do the right thing. Why? They know they're going to show that. Let me do it right. My mother-in-law, love her. She grew up and she said, doing the wrong thing just didn't make me feel bad. It just made me feel good. I didn't like doing the wrong thing. That was because you practicing my art before you even knew it. Why? Because my art is doing the right thing no matter what. I teach that philosophy. That's why I know that. And she was doing it without being taught, without being told. It came natural, that intuitive knowledge. But when you give them that early in life, it stays with them. It stays with them. Discipline don't leave. Okay? And when you tell and show them the truth for yourself in the household, they're adopted. My pastor said it best. I said, brother, how did you stay with the Lord in the book, the Bible, all them years? Brother, right? I don't know nothing else. Freak me out. And that makes a lot of sense. That makes all the sense in the world. This dude, when he say stuff to me that come out of him, I'd be amazed. Why? Because I get it. I can't, you got it. And that was perfect for me. All right. But I was a better version of my dad. My dad was a good dad. I don't know what to do, but I, again, tweaked a few things. And my son, to me, is the better version of me. Ain't that how it's supposed to be done? I got grandchildren who I'm just proud as ever. I see so many young, undisciplined children, and it breaks my heart and drives me crazy. Because we can take care of that problem. Some things that we don't control. We okay, but the thing that we can, I get crazy when the thing that we can't control, we don't. That's what freaks me out. That's all I'm saying. And I so what the other this? One way, okay, I would discipline. Okay, I would take discipline over. I would discipline our children, our young. Why? Because they will be disciplined when they get. If we discipline them when they're young, they'll be disciplined as they grow older. Hello, hello. You don't get disciplined older. No, it don't. Sometimes have to. Wow. If they lock you down, you go to prison. Oh, you're gonna be disciplined. You're gonna follow the rules. It shouldn't take that, young fellas. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Get your routine. Get up, get your weight up, do your exercise, whatever you do. But if all you want to do is stand on that corner and make that money, you call it, get that bag, get your paper, you're going to end up getting disciplined by the system. It don't care. It don't care. It don't care. Trust me. Speaking from experience, been there too. Okay. If you ain't been in prison, don't talk that prison shit to nobody who been in prison and you ain't. Shut up. That pisses us off. Why? I'm with them. If you ain't been there, don't talk about it. Or that what you heard, war stories, don't mean a damn thing. If you ain't hit him just clang, you ain't did that time, shut up. You don't know. I only teach what I know. Moving on. And that prison thing, I stay away from that. But I know it. Been there, done that too. Again, that's what I'm saying. Everything ain't got to be, oh, I did this, I did that. No, I learned life lessons as I went. That's my point as a teacher now. I'm speaking from experience. All right. Where we at? Lost my damn place. Okay, yeah. So again, there is no such thing as a bad child. No, it's a undisciplined child. That's why they bad. Why nobody told them what to do good and right. If we did that, that would take care of its own self. That problem right there would just disappear. If every child left their household with knowledge and understanding how to be and do, we won't have a problem. Okay? If adults have to be disciplined, and we do that, we got prisons for. Okay, so we know that. What? It starts what? Where it starts when they was kids. And if you was undisciplined as a kid, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be an undisciplined adult and you're going to do things that's gonna break the law and you're gonna end up what? Paying the price for that. Going to jail. You break the law, you go to jail. Simple. If you do things that's not law abiding, you are a lawbreaker and they got places for lawbreakers. I told my son, you don't want to be a lawbreaker. No, that's some slick. They think they can get away with everything. They cool. They been there, done that. That's the street game. That's the hustle. I used to be the gingerbread man. My motto was catch me if you can. Why? I'm going to do what I do. Just have to catch me when you can. They did. So the motto didn't work either. All right, let me go with this. Let me get out of here. I'm having fun again. When I'm doing this, I'm just having fun. So I'm not beat for how many views I get. No, I ain't. I'm just teaching. So those who get my lessons, I appreciate you. That's what I do it for. All right, let's go. Now, our prisons. Again, I want to keep that in front. If you have no discipline as a child, your chances of end up in prison is expeditiously pushed up. Okay, you're going to have prison in your future. Hold on one second. That's because no discipline. Sorry about that interruption. But again, our prisons are full of what? Undisciplined children who turn to undisciplined adults and they had to end up being incarcerated for their indiscretion and their inability to what? Just discipline themselves and control themselves to do what needs to be done and within the confines of the law. Wrapping it up. Okay. Again, top of my list, discipline plus self-knowledge. The truth is the combo for life success. Trust me on that one. Why? If you give them that, they'll figure the other stuff out. But without that, they're going to have problems with other stuff. So give them that and make that be a part of the stuff. I gave my son discipline and self-knowledge. And he learned his life lessons doing what I expected him to do, what I held him accountable to do. And it worked out fine for him in the long run. Now he's every Father's Day, thanks for being there. Thank you. Okay. When there's discipline, and discipline is not just knowing right from wrong. No, that ain't discipline. Okay. but holding them accountable to do what's right over what's wrong. And when they do what's wrong, you have to come down on them, what, to deter them from doing it again. That's the purpose of prison. That's the purpose of discipline and detention places. What, if you break the law, I'm gonna sit you down. Hope you think about what you did wrong. When you get out, you don't come back again. How would that do? When I got in prison 3.5 years, I wasn't looking back. Well, I'm not doing what got me in prison, selling drugs and doing what I know was wrong. Simple discipline. Moving on. Self-discipline is you holding yourself accountable to what? Not doing what's wrong, but always doing what's right. That's right thinking philosophy, but that's every young person should have that opportunity for themselves, and they can grow in that manner and be fine. Self-discipline, when mastered, have to be practiced daily over a period of time. And that's what leads to what we call self-mastery in life, meaning you have understanding that you can deal with any situation in your life and do what you need to do. That's it. That's what I got for you. And that's what you need to just live in life. Trust me. Wrapping it up again, I appreciate you tuning in. When you know thyself, self-knowledge, self-mastery, and you hold yourself accountable to do what you know to be right and wrong, guess what? When you do what's right, you will be rewarded for just that. Just like if you did what's wrong, you will have karma and you'll get what you deserve. If what you do is right, you deserve to be blessed for that action. That's the concept, that's the lesson, that's right thinking philosophy. And my goal is to get you to have that experience on a day-to-day basis for yourself. I do. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know my right thinkers who take and give their children discipline and self-knowledge have passed away at an early age. It starts young and it starts at home. That's my message. That's my lesson.